Hey everybody, my name is Forever2 and welcome back to Genshin Impact for a new update. Well, actually not an update, but more like we're going to go through Act 2. But before that, I want to go over a few things way before doing the Archon quest. Now, as you can see next to me is apparently Natlan tribe reputation has been unlocked. And that goes for all 3 tribes for now. So I'm here to explore those options, so let's go ahead and talk to the Obsidian. Let's see about my reputation with the Children of Echoes, but what is this place? It's the center of our tribal beliefs, the Obsidian Totem Pole. So it's a symbol of the connection between the tribes and the Night Kingdom. Okay, so we learned a little bit of lore, and that's fine enough. And this guy is in charge of commissions, I do believe, with the Children of Echoes, and I will be going over to the springs as well. So I hope that okay, so what is this? Act 1, Tepetli Dissonance, Strength. Oh, so there's like, alright, then Tribe's Reputation, War Declaration. I think I could claim that one. That's fine enough. So Tribal Chronicles is, I think, story modes that evolved each tribe, I believe. And let me take a look at the reputation rewards as well. So let me see. I guess gifts from the speaker's chamber. Okay. So we only interacted with 3 tribes already. I've yet to go to the Scion's Canopy. So feature unlocked Natlan mining outcrop search. What is this? So search Natlan's mining outcrop with the help of the blacksmith, and my reward would be this thing, which is, I think it's a name card. And of course, Natlan merchant discounts if I get this level 2, I think. And this might be Pyro Treasure Compass. Yet another name card. Looks cool though. A Resonance Stone and Wings of the Soaring Flame. I kind of like the look of it, but I'm not sure. Then there's this special recipe gift and special furnishing gift. I'm not sure, but I think this all has to involve every single one of these tribes. So tribal reputation, it just gives you like some character talent material, and the recipe, then a furnishing, which is a building that looks like a boot. Then this thing, a very special item, not sure why. But I'm not gonna go over the Chronicles. That's gonna be separate. I'm probably gonna do it in a separate video. But the main reason I'm here for is this. So this must be the Tribal Chronicles, I believe. Let's explore that.
She's not back yet. Oh, I hope nothing bad happened to Master Chevin.
And here we are, about to help out a child. Oh, no.
Hey, that little kid is crying. I wonder what happened. Let's go check what's wrong.
Yeah, let's. Hello, is something the matter?
Master Chevin, she went to gather volcanic crystals, but she's still not back yet. I told the guards, but they said they don't have people to spare. Plus, that area's super dangerous, with tons of monsters and bad guys. They have to finish making preparations before they can try to rescue her. But it'll be too late by then.
I hate to see a child cry. Don't worry, we'll look for her. Guess it's time for more heroics.
So, you'll help? Great! I'll just make a quick sketch to show you where the guards went earlier.
Do I have to physically find her? I guess so. I guess we're doing Tribal Chronicles.
They said Master Chevin might have stopped around here. She might have been forced to go near the Umbral Needle. If that's the case, then...
Okay. Totally said something different, and that the dialect says Shadow Pin, but Umbral Needle sounds better.
Please, you have to save her.
I guess we got no choice. Yep, this is a chronicle. Huh. I guess I got no choice but to do this. Alright, so... yeah, we might have to go down here. Actually, what? Man, how far is that? Oh, not too far, actually. Oi, oi, oi.
Come on! Show me your curve!
Woohoo!
Let's see, where am I at? Is it right over here? Or right over there? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's right up there.
According to the map, we should be getting close.
I think there she is.
Get away from me!
Hey, step away from the woman.
Over there! That Master Kevin?
I think it is. Step away from the pretty lady.
Where did you come from? So strong!
Of course I am.
Let's get out of here, boys! Run! Leave the stuff if you want to live. Drop all of it!
Haha. Sorry. Kicking ass.
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
Nah, they're pretty much weaklings. Guess they knew what they were up against. Our reputation has its perks.
Thank you so much. I thought I wasn't gonna make it down this mountain alive. Saved by the Traveler. Guess my luck's not too bad today.
I will admit, that's a cool freaking ocular lens. An eye patch is not.
Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. I'm not usually this lucky, but maybe things are looking up.
That explains the ocular tool. Imix sent us to help.
She did, huh? I didn't mean to make her worry. I wasn't planning to be gone longer than 2 days, tops. But then, I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the Umbral Needle. It's a large deposit and the purity is exceptional. I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back. But the phlogiston within the crystals attracted monsters. I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them. But by the time I was in the clear, I ended up running into those bandits. You showed up in the nick of time.
You have terrible luck.
If the situation was so dangerous, why didn't you just drop the crystals and run?
I don't think she could afford to drop them.
I left most of them behind, believe me. I only kept the purest chunk. I have to bring it back no matter what. For Tlasoli and poor little Nechka.
Tlasoli and little Nechka? Who are they?
Right, you wouldn't know. Tlasoli is a former ancient name artisan, and Nechka is her daughter.
So, she crafts ancient names.
That's right. Or, well, she used to. Now she just handles regular forging commissions.
Why did she stop?
Because of her daughter. Poor Nechka contracted an awful illness, and Tlasoli put everything aside to take care of her.
What a dedicated mother.
Even as Nechka's illness grew worse, Tlasoli never gave up. Like a torch in the night, she was determined to burn bright, even as darkness encroached from all directions. Still, all's well that ends well, thanks to the doctor's medicine and the Great Spirit's protection. Nechka's flame was rekindled. Her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home. But she's well enough to write letters already. She often writes to Shilonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient names forger, just like her mother.
Oh, I remember the name Shilonen. I forgot. I messed up a name. I think Shilonen is another character that might be in the banner soon. I don't know.
Her birthday's in a few days, so Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
So that's why you were out here. No wonder you wouldn't leave this crystal behind.
Yeah, talk about an important chunk of ore. What a nice gift. Paimon hopes it helps her feel better.
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate your well wishes. All right, let's head back. I'm sure Emish is worried sick.
Yeah, I mispronounced the name, Emish.
Actually, why don't you come with me to visit Tlasoli tomorrow? It's all thanks to you that I managed to bring back the crystal. You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant.
I honestly just hope it makes Nechka happy.
That's right. A good mood makes for a quick recovery.
Or was it Nesha?
we wouldn't say no to a little gift.
Your little idea of a little gift is a ton of more.
Don't worry. Something tells me you'll like this one. But I'll let Plasoli tell you what it is herself.
Oh, that was a short act. I can pretty much complete that. Yeah, there's like lots of things to explore here and there. And of course, I thought I saw Oculus. Heyo, I'm back, Shevin.
Oh, you're early. Looking forward to your gift?
Well, we're just happy to visit Tlasoli and Netsha.
That's right. Nechka's been so sick, and Tlasoli had to give up what she loves. Things might get better, but they could probably still use some cheering up.
I've already asked someone to swing by and let Tlasoli know we're coming. She's probably made all the necessary preparations. Let's go then. Do you mind watching the story niche? I'll be right back.
I guess Act 2. If these are gonna be short, I'll just do them. Alright, decision, take a walk around with the people, the echoes. Alright, so she's up there. Alright, here we are.
Here we are.
Ooh,
Nice house, right? Give me a sec, I'll go knock.
that house is one of the rewards in the tribal thing, huh?
Tlasoli, open up! They're here! Tlasoli? Are you home? Open the door!
I think something's wrong.
That's strange. Huh, the door's locked. But she shouldn't be out at this time of day. Hey, Nechka! Nechka! It's me, Chevin!
No
Open
response.
up, please!
No response. Need me to break down the door?
What if something happened to the two of them? What if Nechka got worse again?
Let's not overthink things. They were doing just fine the last time I was here. Nechka was sleeping soundly in her room. Still, I told Tlasoli we were coming. Maybe she had to take Nechka out to get some medicine.
Hmm.
Hey, what's that over there? Looks like a Tapetlosaur nest.
That's right. Tlasoli has a Tapetlosaur companion. If I remember right, its name is Iengu? When she was still in the forging business, she'd often have Iengu help with some digging work. But since Nechka fell ill, she hasn't let it dig much recently. Wait a minute. What the... This place is a mess! Iengu's nowhere to be seen either.
Whoa, look at all these broken boxes. Something terrible must have happened.
Let's take a closer look. You stay here, Shevin. I think that creature has gone off on a rampage or something.
Tracks end at this cliff. Could the Tapetlosaur have climbed up the mountain? Let's head up there and see.
Yeah. We're at Iengu now. Damn. What is this? Ooh. Ooh, okay. Okay. What the? Okay. Oh, those are some damn traps. Alright. Oh, I get in here. Whoa. Oh, there he is.
Huh. There really is a Tapetlosaur up here. Might not be Tlasoli's companion, though.
At least it doesn't seem to be in any danger. Seems like it got up there on its own.
Paimon still doesn't see any sign of Tlasoli.
Hey, Traveler! Paimon!
Is that to slowly?
That's Chevin's voice.
It looks like there's someone next to her.
Come down, quick! Tlasoli's here!
Oh, I love her ears. She's a hybrid.
Huh? We just got up here and Tlasoli's back already? What a coincidence.
Either way, let's get down there. But I just want to say, yeah, quite the coincidence.
Well, guess this means we should head back down.
Uh-oh.
Why is the Tapetlosaur coming
Oh,
along?
shit.
Whoa, hey, don't run!
Oh, God! You descend the mountain with a Petlosaur. I think that's Yangu.
Yangu, come here. Are you being naughty again?
I knew it was Yangu. What?
Oh, that's a good saurian. Oh, you must be hungry. Sorry. I'll whip up something for you later. Alright, run along and play now. I'll come along in a sec.
That's what you sound like despite your size. At least get a deeper growl.
Sorry, you two. I was waiting for you at home when Nachka... Well, she snuck out and ran off by herself. She said she just wanted to pick some flowers for our guests, but she ended up getting lost along the way. Luckily, I managed to find her before long.
Is she alright?
Yeah, Chevin told us she was just starting to get better.
She's still very weak. The shock and the cold winds certainly didn't help, so she ended up with a slight fever. I gave her some medicine and now she's in bed.
Okay, so I just want to say, you have bags under your eyes. You look very exhausted and tired.
But it's nothing a good night's rest can't fix. That said, she won't be able to meet you today. I'm sorry you came all this way for nothing.
Either those are dark circles or bags under her eyes, or is that just tribal marks? I'm not too sure.
Don't worry about it. We know she's still recovering. Chevin told us how serious her illness was. Her health definitely comes first.
But
we were just dropping by to check on her.
I heard that. Is she all better now? Sounds like she's doing well enough to run off on her own, too.
Yes, and to run away from eating her vegetables. She's a fast one, that's for sure. She jumps over chairs, hides under the table, then runs all around the house. I can hardly catch her. Seeing how she is now, that's already enough. I really couldn't ask for more.
Hey, cheer up. This is supposed to be a happy occasion. We do appreciate that she tried to welcome us with flowers. Anyway, Tlasoli, about the thing I was telling you before.
The gift? Alright, let's hear it.
Yeah, what did you get us?
Well, it's a
I
blaze
saw the-
gem inscription. I made it from the purest ore, so it's almost completely resistant to erosion.
For a moment there before I clicked, I saw the sparkle in Paimon's eyes.
The techniques used to make it are all rooted in ancient name forging.
So it's like a simplified version of an ancient name.
Don't say that or the Wyatt might smite me. The process just uses a few of the same techniques and materials. When I first made one, I didn't think it could serve any practical purpose, apart from the erosion resistance and the general aesthetic. But then Chevin suggested using the crystals to make a special kind of ornament.
Blaze gem inscriptions made by an ancient name artisan, engraved with words that never fade. Quite the sales pitch, don't you think?
Wow, that description really does make it seem special.
You've got a good eye for business. No wonder you run your own store.
Tlasoli's blaze gem inscriptions really are special, though. Word of mouth isn't always reliable. As information gets passed along, it becomes incomplete, forgotten, and sometimes even distorted. But the words inscribed on these crystals will stand the test of time. The inscription will never deteriorate, and the meaning will never get twisted. It's the perfect gift for a dear friend or significant other. You could even pass it down to younger generations.
You're really pushing the sales pitch. You're very persuasive.
Paimon's interested. Let's buy one, Traveler. We can engrave our names onto it. Then, once we find your brother, we can get him to add his name as well. That way, our names will be together forever.
Looks like Paimon's already been hooked. It sounds a little too precious.
You deserve it. You saved me. And Nachka's birthday present. It's the least I can do to repay you.
Chevin, I thought I told you.
Don't you start acting shy too, Tlasoli. It's a great gift. I know how much work goes into one of your blaze gem inscriptions.
Well then, thank you both. I'll have it ready as soon as possible. Then, I'll have you do the inscription yourself. Nachka should be well by then. She'll be very excited to meet you.
Good things are better with company. Might as well buy a few more as gifts.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't even know how expensive that would be. You sure we have enough travel funds?
You got a hidden funds in your shoes, Paimon.
Hold on. This isn't part of some scheme to make us spend all of our mora, right?
That's
Chevin?
a good. Yeah, that's a good point, Paimon.
You never know. You do look like you have some savings to spare.
No, don't listen to that, Traveler. You'll end up losing all your Mora.
You do the same thing to me when you're talking about food.
In any case, it's up to you.
I will never get used to that tiny little sound from the big body you have here.
Oh no, it's the Tapatlosaur again. Quick, someone stop it. Paimon doesn't want to get run over again.
Whoa, there.
Also, if you don't mind, Tlasoli, I'd like you to help me repair my Blaze Gem inscription. I dropped it when I was attacked earlier. The rope and clasp both snapped, so I haven't been wearing it. I tried fixing it myself, but I just couldn't get it to stay. Could you help?
Just leave it to me. I'll make it as good as new. Thank you, Chevin, for going all that way and...
It was nothing. We all just want Nachka to get better.
You're right. Miangu, behave yourself. I'll feed you in just a second.
So it's just hungry.
I'll have Chevin contact you once everything's ready, Traveler. Maybe we'll even line it up with Nachka's birthday. We can even have a little party.
Oh, that sounds great! We'll look forward to all the good food, and we'll make sure we're ready to eat. Anyway, see you around, Tlasoli.
See ya. I hope Nachka gets better soon.
Look after yourselves.
What a sweet, kind lady.
Nachka is going to be so happy to meet you.
Horse Echoes. Wow, that's a good name, but... Alright. Well... Is there anything else? Huh. What is this? Well, I guess that's it for that one, to be honest. Hang on a moment. Alright, let me check in with you, friend. Alright. So, this one's yet to be unlocked. So, I'm not sure how long it's gonna be. But, let's look at the reputation real quick. I guess, I can... Level 1 already. So, is these separate then? I think I'm gonna have to wait until it actually does release, but... I'm gonna separate each of these Tribal Chronicles into separate videos, so... This one might just be for the Children Echoes. So, alright, I'll tune in to till the third act. Alright, think I'm back here.
Shilonen, good thing you're here. I'm wondering if I can...
Oh, is she asleep? You know, when I finally got Shilonen, about a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, I knew that she had a tendency to sleep. Because she is extremely hardworking and works on name engraving for a really long while. Also, this is like about 2 months, or at least a month or two after the final video that I did for Act 4, I think, or was it Act 3? Anyway, we're back on track on doing her Tribal Chronicles.
Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Iknal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
Despite the fact that she is sleeping, she actually has an excellent memory on where she puts any stuff.
I haven't even said why I'm here. But, looks like you're about to head out for a break.
Yes, but I am going to take it right here. The temperature is just perfect today.
For a good afternoon nap, I suppose.
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat.
Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming to place orders or pick up the goods.
She doesn't want to work.
I see. Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to it then, and pick up my axe.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Hey, Shula!
God damn it! You know, that actually scared me. Why, you sneaky little fairy?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon! We meet again.
Never.
Oh, you two seem to be in good spirits.
Never in my entire moment that I get jump scared by Paimon. There better be a Five Nights at Genshin. Paimon being the thing that pops out of a jack-in-the-box.
How's your Pilgrim's Chronicle been? Run into any issues?
No, everything is fine.
Oh, good. It was also my first time receiving a Pilgrim's Chronicle. Even though I've already turned it over to you, there are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there'd be any issues.
Huh? So, what are the chances that something might still go wrong?
And what are the chances that what Paimon said might be a jinx?
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spirit way, I'd say.
Oh, well, that definitely would never happen.
I found the Akshilonin. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nichka's birthday's coming up real soon. Are you planning to visit her?
Oh, isn't Nichka the sickly child?
I've prepared a gift, and was just getting ready to take it to her.
Which took about 2 months to get due because we had a whole lot of things to do.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or, let me guess, woodworking tools?
You'd give these kinds of things as birthday gifts? I think I said too. We're gonna buy one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Flowers will wither and toys will break, and snacks are quickly forgotten once they're eaten. But a set of durable work tools will always stay with you and get you through many sticky situations.
That's an actual viable reasoning, yeah.
Well, still, I won't be giving Nichka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that she'd like a copy of Tequila the Brave.
Oh wait, Tequila the Brave? Get it? No.
The book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old editions that were published a long time ago, but they should still be readable.
Children her age love fairy tales. The last time I was at Tassoli's, I even brought Nichka. Wait. What did I bring her again? It must have been her favorite thing, but, why can't I remember it anymore?
What's going on there?
Oh, it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days. I've been forgetting things for some odd reason.
Why does this feel familiar? Like, really familiar?
Well, in that case, why don't you use the Blaze Gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some important things to remember? After all, that inscription will never wear out, and it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
You do have a point, but my inscription is almost already full.
Hold on. Your name is that long? Did you include all your relatives' names too?
No. I engraved some wishes on my Blaze Gem inscription. You know, just some dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish one day. Even though Tassoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short, this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engraver, the forger of ancient names themselves. Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have some wondrous powers. So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them, in hopes that they would come true.
Sounds kinda like a wish granter. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
Hold on. I think I bumped my mic again. I was just wondering the same thing. Yeah, that could be a little embarrassing.
Don't worry. We usually ask Tassoli to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique method of engraving.
When I see the word unique method of whatever, that makes me suspicious.
With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text. Without the right angle of lighting, the Blaze Gem inscription will just look like a pretty stone.
That's true. In the end, a blaze gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. It doesn't have the power to grant people's wishes. Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one who will answer is yourself. But using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from time to time can be a good source of encouragement. Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These things are extremely durable. It would take a lot of effort to change the words. And I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever lost it, you'd just be filled with regret. Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one? Oh, well, I hope someone didn't give her an idea of making fewer and selling for more.
I just know the person who won't do that. Sounds like one of Chevin's schemes.
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's such a bad thing for Tasoli to make some money by selling these. At least she and little Nachka are better off now, and won't have to worry about the cost of treating her illness anymore. I was really worried about their family at first, and was even planning to send them some...
Here we go again.
Huh? What was I planning to send to Nachka again? This memory of mine.
All right, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory. You should, go back. Yeah, get some rest.
Right. Right. Please give my regards to Tlisoli and Nachka. What's going on? Maybe I should go talk to Ernly to get some medicine.
So you'll be going to Nachka's birthday party too, Shilonen? Oh, perfect! Then let's go together!
Yeah, I love birthdays.
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tlisoli too. She hasn't been coming to the tribe much lately, so how did you get a chance to talk with her?
Huh? Now that question's suspicious. We explain our encounter with Tlisoli to Shilonen.
Oh, so that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Guess she's really pulling out all the stops for her daughter.
Yeah, we also wanted to get a gift for Nechka, but we have no idea what she might like.
Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
That she is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not gonna stop saying it.
Huh? Wait a second. Aren't birthday gifts supposed to be a surprise?
I mean, yeah.
If we ask Nachka, then she'll know what gift we'll be getting her. And that would ruin the surprise.
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present she would like? Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be a good option.
Easy enough. I have loads of those in my bag.
But shouldn't we give it a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we didn't put much effort into it. Shilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must be something else she'd like besides books.
Unfortunately, no. Nachka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk to anyone. It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regained strength to write letters to others. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes and we can each give her one.
Great idea. Let's just go and ask Nechka.
Yeah, even though it would ruin the surprise, we could at least get her something that would make her happy. Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're getting her? Is it really that unpopular?
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 versions of Tequila the Brave.
Tequila.
The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers working to defeat a demon lord. But after defeating the demon lord, the older brother, Tequila, discovers that the king's spirit has possessed his younger brother, Remok. In the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the demon lord, before jumping into a volcano.
Okay, so we got an age. Okay, that's good artwork right there. So let's see. There, I am not gonna read the entire thing here, but I'm gonna like If you want to pause that, go ahead. Pause it and just read that. I mean, I think it's long. It's so long. Look at that. It's so long. I don't think I'm going to pause and show it.
I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess Coatlicue, Rimac said, "I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left."
She must be a big fan of that story. So, what about the other version of the story?
The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a stake in the fairy tale market, so the story was revised. In the revised version, the brothers killed the demon lord together and both survived. According to the author, this gave the story a happy ever after kind of ending. However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any copies and the books were collecting dust on the store shelves. The store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book and have resorted to all sorts of promotions and discounts to sell it.
Why can't you just burn it like firewood? That's what I would do.
Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one, whereas the older edition is nearly impossible to find. Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nachka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse. I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and wrapped it up as a present for Nachka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old though, so please be gentle with it. Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition too. They gave me a free copy when I went to buy some chocolatl.
I mean, if they can't sell it, they might as well just give one for free.
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
Oh, that's 2 more for the collection, but you can read them to me while you were on the road, Paimon.
Okay, but you'll have to carry Paimon for a while. Once Paimon's done reading it herself, she'll read it out for you.
How heavy are you, Paimon? Like 25 pounds? 50?
Let's get going. Tlasoli lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time to get there.
Yep, we're on the 3rd act of the Tribal Chronicle here. Cool. Alright, there's our... I forgot what your name is. I forgot what his name is.
Go on now, Yengu.
Yengu.
Nachka is still resting.
I've never seen a big dinosaur whine like that.
Hey, Tlasoli, we're here!
Hi. Paimon, run! Oh.
Oh, what a surprise. And even Shilonin is here too.
I love how Paimon gets chased by a big freaking Tepelosaurus. He just wants to play. Just like my dog. We came to visit Nachka.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, Auntie. I received Nachka's letter. She wanted a copy of To Kill the Brave, right? Well, I've brought the book for her. There are several editions of the book in Natlan, and I wasn't sure which version she'd prefer.
I just want to keep seeing this. That's funny. That's cute.
I asked a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. It seems this softcover edition is one of the most popular options, so I brought it for Nachka.
You haven't changed a bit, Shilonin. Let's go inside. I was just boiling some chocolatl, so you can all try some.
Chocolatl.
Shilonin used to love drinking chocolatl. When she was little, she would always have several cups every time she came to visit me.
Hide and seek. She's hiding over there and he just went over the opposite way. That's just pretty cute.
You were already a big girl by the time I finally had my Nachka. Alright, for now let's... Oh.
Wait, what's going on? Migraine? Headache?
Oh, Auntie, let's go inside.
Dude, she does not look good. The bags in her eyes, under her eyes.
Traveler, please help me get her into the house.
Yo. Yeah, sure thing.
Oh, Paimon will help too.
Yeah.
Be good, Yengu, and don't get in the way.
Aw.
All right, let's get indoors. Watch your step, Auntie.
Okay. I have extreme suspicions. But for now, let's just go ahead.
Sorry.
Nechka's illness has been flaring up recently, so I was up for a few nights. I suddenly started to feel dizzy in the sun. I hope I didn't scare you. Have a seat. I'll fetch you a few cups of chocolatl. Please wait a moment.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie. And these are for you, too.
So dependable.
Chocolatl? What does it taste like? Paimon's heard that it can be pretty bitter. Traveler, could you give it a try first?
Oh, you throwing me under the bus already, Paimon?
Oh, don't worry. Auntie always adds a lot of sugar. It won't be bitter.
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now you're a pillar of the Children of Echoes. No, of all Natlan even.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here and the books I happen to read.
You've been close for quite some time, then.
We heard that you two are from the same tribe, but Paimon had no idea you were so close.
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names and how she was a good role model for the rest of us. The moment I became idle at home, they would toss me into Auntie's workshop to watch and learn.
Then I would have your parents go back, boil you a pot of chocolatl, and let you play in the house.
Yeah, and then I would drink and listen to you banging away with your tools in the workshop. But eventually, she moved out of the tribe to find some more space, and I didn't have the chance to visit again after that.
But why did you seem so familiar with the place when you went to the kitchen for the drinks just now?
Because the layout of this place is identical to her old house. Let me see. Yeah, that should be Nechka's bedroom then.
That's right. I remember you used to hunker down in the room to read and draw. But you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here, I'm afraid you've already outgrown Nechka's bed.
You two seem like family. Shilonen seems just like an older sister to Nechka.
That's how Nechka sees Shilonen too. Whenever she's feeling better, she always asks me when her pen pal sister will be coming to visit.
Well, yeah, I'm here now, and even brought a gift as an apology. I'll leave the book here.
You said Nechka asked you for the book? I hope it wasn't too much trouble to get. Really, I'm surprised that she even asked you for a present. When she's at home, she'd even ask me for permission to eat some snacks. Maybe I've been too strict with her. She's obviously starting to like her big sister more than her own mother.
Oh, really? Well, I'd say I really haven't done enough to deserve the title of Big Sister. Yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she was sick, and I didn't even come and visit her that many times. Well, the only thing I have been able to do is to help her find some books.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Shilonen. You have great responsibilities as the name engraver of the tribe. We both know you are far too busy to take care of her. The responsibilities on your shoulders also became far heavier when I gave up on my work.
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe blames you. We all know that Nechka needs her mother's care.
But that doesn't change the fact that I gave up on my work. And even now, I still have not found the courage to pick up my hammer again. I'm sorry to leave you to shoulder all the responsibilities alone, Shilonen.
Oh.
Ooh, why so somber all of a sudden? Don't be so sad, everyone! Hasn't Nechka gotten better lately?
Oh, relax, Auntie. I can handle the work. But once Nechka is back on her feet, you should get back to work and let me have a vacation. You'll be the one who's busy then, and I'll be sitting at the side drinking chocolatl and cheering you on.
If that day really comes, you can have as much chocolatl as you like.
So how did Nechka get so sick? Is her condition really that serious?
If you asked me before, I wouldn't have even been able to talk about it. But now that she's gradually recovering, I've also gained some courage to face what happened back then. Nechka's illness actually originates from the Abyss. That night, I was in the tribe, having a discussion over the forging of new ancient names. Before we could finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring outside. A horde of monsters from the Abyss suddenly attacked the tribe, so everyone banded together to fight them off. I joined the fray as well, and it wasn't until the monsters were repelled that I got back home with some guards from the tribe. but Nachka was gone. I can't remember how long I spent searching for her. Maybe for 2 or 3 days. In the end, we found Nachka at the bottom of a short cliff. She was holding a dried-up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds. I know. It was all my fault. Before the incident, Nachka had asked if I could forge an ancient name for her. Work was busy at the time, so I told her that if she could find an embercore flower, I would use it as material to forge her an ancient name. Oh, Nachka, my daughter. My Nachka. I was holding her in my arms, but no matter how many times I called her name, she wouldn't open her eyes and look at me.
Well, I don't have a feeling that Nachka died.
I was the one who decided to move my workshop to the outskirts of our tribe for work. And I was the one who left her home alone. Oh, my daughter. My Nachka. Why do you have to suffer like this?
Whoa, hey! It's okay, right? Nachka's getting better.
I don't know what to say here.
She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she? Well, Shilonen has even brought her a gift.
Please drink some water first. Things will get better.
Sorry. I just can't control myself whenever I remember that time. Phew. Alright. It's not every day that we get guests. I really shouldn't be crying like this. I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So, why don't you stay for dinner tonight? I'll make some shrimp bisque, grilled fish and mint sauce, and tower tacos.
We'll help. That sounds like a lot to make, and we don't want you to tire yourself out.
Let me flex my cooking skills. Enough talk. Let's start with a fried egg.
Thank you both, but don't worry. It's just a few dishes. I'll be fine. You three just need to make sure everything gets eaten up. I can't eat a lot at this age.
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry. We'll make sure there are no leftovers.
Oh, I promise the plates will be picked clean.
Ah, it just occurred to me that Shilonen likes to eat cheesy crab hot pot. Why don't I make that instead of the grilled fish and mint sauce? I remember you don't like picking out fish bones.
Nah, both are fine with me. I've learned to just chew up the fish bones now.
What are you, a hyena?
Oh, come on now. If you don't want to pick out the bones, I can just take them out for you. Anyway, for dessert, would you like a cup of grain fruit or chocolate?
Cup of grain fruit.
Chocolate.
How about a cup of green fruit mixed with chocolate?
Okay, got it. I'll go start cooking, but could you do me a favor in the meantime? I ordered a bunch of ingredients, and they should be here any minute now. Would you go check by the door and see if they were already here? If so, please bring them in. Come on, Shilonen. Stop lying around. You shouldn't nap before dinner. It'll ruin your appetite.
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You don't have to worry about my appetite.
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you get older, you'll...
All right. I'm getting up.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Shilonen. It isn't far, so it shouldn't take us long.
That kid.
Alright, should we talk with anyone else? I don't think I'll be able to enter the room yet. So it tells me that I won't be able to.
That kid. She's just like Nachka.
I knew she was going to say that. I think over here, right? I'm searching.
No one's come to deliver the ingredients yet. Paimon thought we'd see someone come flying down on a Yunkasaur as soon as we came out.
Either that or she may have led us somewhere else. I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm too suspicious.
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be flying here. They usually come climbing down the cliffs nearby.
Or glide.
No need to look. There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
So, should we keep walking? Or maybe the delivery person got lost?
I just saw a ghost.
Okay, when some crazy guy who's scared out of his mind saying, I saw a ghost! That's one of the signs.
Hey, you there. Sorry, but does Tlasoli live around here?
Oh, are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
I don't see any ingredients, my dude.
Ingredients? Are you kidding? I was nearly eating myself. Never mind that now. Those monsters are still hot on my heels. Please, you've got to help me.
Shilonen,
where'd she go?
she already snapping. Let's go. She's zooming.
Oh, she's already gone up to fight the monsters? Let's go help her out.
Oh, okay. Wait, we got a baby, we got an adult, and a golem. We got a baby, we got an adult episauri, and a golem. There goes the
Carving waves. Woohoo!
Yeah. All right, I think this is the sound effect just cut off of it. Don't worry.
Amazing. Nice and spicy. You're toast.
Let me praise names echo!
Share my knowledge.
Let's ride.
Take care of that, episauri.
That's up. Check this out. Best of luck.
All right.
There we go.
All right. That should be it for the monsters. Yeah, it was easier than I thought. Oh, it also seems we're in good luck. The goods weren't damaged either.
Strange. We didn't see any monsters on the way here.
You must have terrible luck. You didn't provoke them, did you?
Yeah, right. I use this road to deliver goods all the time, and I've never been attacked like this before.
Again, suspicious.
It's the main road in and out of the tribe, so people often come here to clear out any monsters. This area is usually very safe. I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters around here have gone berserk. Even the docile Tepetlosaurs are in a frenzy. Tlasoli doesn't even forge ancient names anymore, so why can't she just move back to the tribe? If she comes back, Nachka will even be able to find some playmates. She's so young and hasn't even, Nachka's playmates. No, wait, I feel like my kids have played with her before. They've even told me about Nachka's favorite game. If I remember right, it was...
The memories. What's going on? Somehow something happened and it's affecting anyone that knows Nachka has suddenly got their memories wiped or something. I'm not sure what the hell's going on.
Strange. I always remembered it before. How could I forget all this?
Okay, something must be going on with Tlasoli.
Look at that. He has a blaze gem inscription too.
Again, suspicious. So luck shouldn't be a problem. Seems there's quite a market for those inscriptions.
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite the scare today. We'll take the ingredients back for you. I'll carry these bags, and you two can carry the rest.
Yeah, sure thing. Palma can help too.
Huh? Oh, sure. Pyra can take care of these grapefruit that fell out of the bag.
Just don't eat them.
If you say so. Thank you so much. I guess today's just a really bad day for me to go outside.
Yeah, you sound like Bacall. No word, no, just something. Just saying. And she's starting to suspect something. She knows my mind.
That's so weird. Why is everyone we run into today having trouble remembering
And
stuff?
they're all carrying blaze gem inscriptions.
Heimat's not sure how to say it, but she's got a strange feeling
Yeah.
about this. Like it's all somehow related.
In the words of the Trailblazer in the Bellabug chapter of Honkai Star Rail, brainwaves? Do we have brainwaves? We have some brainwaves going on, right? Me and Paimon and Sleelonen? Brainwaves?
Once you live long enough, you'll eventually start experiencing strange days like this. Let's bring the ingredients back. Otherwise, we won't have anything to eat tonight.
Yay.
Ah, you're finally back. What took you so long? I was starting to worry.
I would love to have you welcome me every time I go home. But nah, it's not the time. Nah, it's not the problem.
Oh yeah, we ran into some small problems, but everything's fine now.
Yeah, fighting 3 monsters is considered small problems, but I think she's saying it to, I guess, drive off the worry.
Alright. As long as everything's okay now. You all have a seat. I'll get the food ready. It won't take long.
Wife. Thus, Lily gets to work on the food after cooking some time.
Whoa, there's so much tasty food!
Look at that.
You're amazing, Plasoli!
Oh, look at that crawfish broil. That massive fish.
They were all pretty simple dishes to make. Don't be shy. Dig in, everyone.
What would you like to start with, Paimon? No flying on the table, Paimon.
But Paimon can't reach that dish! Could you give Paimon some? Come on!
Ooh, yeah. Can I get another serving, please?
You're done already? Do you even chew when you're eating?
I think she gulps it down like a true hyena.
Of course! Didn't I say that I'd chew up the fish bones? I'll have just one more fish and leave the rest for Nachka.
Okay, we got big old freaking crawfish tacos. They're massive shrimp tacos. Oh man, those were good. I know a place back in my hometown that serves these shrimp tacos. So damn good. And is that chocolate?
It's okay. Just go ahead and eat all you'd like. Nachka can't eat these dishes anyway.
Again, suspicious. Even a small child should deserve to eat this much food. Even if she's sick. And she's starting to get better. She should deserve some food.
Her body is too weak to digest these kinds of things. I'll just make some broth for her.
Oh no. But Paimon thought she'd already recovered from her illness.
Yeah, she said it herself.
Injuries caused by the abyss cannot be undone. The doctor said the fact that she's stable is already quite a miracle. But it's okay. Nachka can talk to me now and can even hold my hand. That's more than I could ask for. Even if she will never again know that I am her mother.
Wait. What?
What do you mean?
Oh, don't tell me she lost her memories.
The doctor said the abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nachka's soul. She's lost all her memories from before she was injured. The doctor also said this sort of memory loss isn't like simply forgetting something. Rather, she can no longer remember anything from before that fateful day.
Huh? But how does that happen?
You know about the woven scrolls that the Masters of the Night Wind use to record things, right? Well, generally speaking, forgetting things is like when the woven scrolls would gradually start to fade. As long as you repaint and weave the threads again, the faded memories will come back to life. But the case of Nachka's memory loss is as if her woven scroll had been cut in two, and the portion of the past was burnt to ashes. The books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss, and can never be retrieved again. As one example of that, Nachka now only sees me as a strange, unfamiliar auntie who claims to be her mother. She's a good kid, and doesn't want to upset this lady who's been taking care of her so much, so she still calls me Mom. But I've always had a feeling that she's constantly wondering about things like, where is her real mother? Why is she stuck here in this house? Was she abandoned?
Aw, no, that's just terrible. Yeah, that's really terrible.
Nachka really has no idea that her real mother is right in front of her, and has never left.
So you plan on recreating Nachka's woven scroll all by yourself?
Did she figure it out? Yeah, that confirms.
What do you mean?
That confirms. She has suspicions.
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago.
Oh, the Blaze Gem inscription. Whose is it?
The delivery guy's. I saw it hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it from him.
You did something, did you? That could also explain the memory loss from the partial memory loss from those people.
Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once we've figured everything out. These things aren't cheap, after all.
When did you know?
Yeah, I noticed it back when blaze gem inscriptions suddenly became popular among the tribe. It was then that I also noticed that everyone wearing blaze gem inscriptions had varying degrees of memory loss. Traveler, you've picked up on it too, haven't you?
Everyone's memory loss had something to do with Nechka?
Accessories made using ancient names forging techniques. For what's only supposed to be a pretty souvenir, this inscription contains a phlogiston engraving with a truly overkill level of complexity. The shapes and patterns of these engravings are also identical to that of an ancient name. By making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main pattern, you can pretty much qualify this blaze gem inscription as a bona fide ancient name. And yet, you've never told anyone about these engravings in the blaze gem inscriptions that can be activated at any time.
Selfish parent.
Am I right, Auntie?
She ain't gonna deny it.
I knew you were a sharp one, Shilonen. That's right. I have a way to cure Nechka and restore all her memories. It's actually quite simple.
By stealing everyone's memories.
I want to forge an ancient name for Nechka that contains all of her past memories.
So you're going to make an ancient name for Nechka, but ancient names must be approved by the Wyab. Is she trying to bypass the Wyab approval?
And the reason they must be approved by the Wyab is because the memories they bear are all stored within the ley lines. Extracting those memories from the ley lines requires the Wyab's assistance.
And the fact that the ley lines are extremely, very vulnerable and unstable makes it dangerous.
But your plan wouldn't need you to do any of that, right, Auntie? Your blaze gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan in the ley line's place. You will use the inscriptions to form a massive memory bank for Nechka, and the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used to extract corresponding memories from the memory bank.
A memory bank? Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because the blaze gem inscriptions took away any memories related to Nechka?
Even though Nechka has forgotten her own past, her life was still witnessed by other people.
Using other people's memories of Nechka to reconstruct her past? This is the first time I've heard of such an idea.
To be honest, this is not the first time I've heard of this concept. Now, I'm not sure if I should mention this, but if anyone has ever watched an anime called Sword Art Online, there was a few films on that one as well, and I have yet to watch it. But the concept was a big time company CEO. It was hosting some sort of virtual tournament, bringing the world of virtual gaming on a augmented reality. But at the same time, people are starting to lose their memories of their time in the Sword Art Online. Reason why, he wants to revive his daughter who died in the game, to be revived through an avatar that he created. And which was a good, it was good, I guess, but I haven't had a chance to watch the movie because it never showed up on Netflix. It never showed up on anywhere else. So, that's all I know.
You've seen through my plans, Shilonen. You're as outstanding as ever. Far more brilliant than me. I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechka and allow her to regain her past again.
But wouldn't extracting memories like that hurt the person carrying the blaze gem inscription?
Not at all. Every time a blaze gem inscription extracts memories, the process is under my precise control. That way, there's no chance of anyone in the tribe getting hurt.
You just jinxed yourself, you know that, right? Like, there is going to be a chance for you to lose control if anything from the Abyss took notice.
This is the central inscription that controls all the other blaze gem inscription, which will also soon serve as Nechka's ancient name.
You made all of this yourself, Tlasoli?
Even though it's not an official ancient name, there's still a lot to do on your own.
Yes, it was lots and lots of work. It was truly exhausting. Or perhaps I've just grown old. You saw it yourself. I nearly fainted just from being in the sun. I could collapse tomorrow, or even in the next few moments. But Nechka's ancient name is still far from completion. I've solved the issue of storing memories, but I still don't know how to connect Nechka up to this central inscription.
I've thought you just modify your own ancient name.
I considered it, but this matter doesn't have anything to do with my ancient name. It's of no help to me, and I don't need its help now.
You know the price to pay for making something like this.
Yes, I do. But as long as I can get my Nechka back, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Otherwise, Nechka won't have any chance of reclaiming her past once I'm dead and gone. She won't remember me, and she won't even remember why her name is Nechka. When that time comes, she'll be left to drift around the world all alone, unknowing of where she came from, or where she should go. She is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechka name. Whether it be as her mother, or as a name engraver, I can't simply stand by and let her name disappear.
Shilonin!
Shh! Let her think about this one for a moment. Let her decide what to do.
I'll take the central inscription with me. I'm going to completely disassemble it to confirm its components and uses, and I won't make any promises until I've checked everything. Say goodnight to Nechka for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished the inscriptions for the Traveler in Paimon. Let me fetch them for you.
She's about to do something. I know she's gonna do something.
I'm sorry it took me so long to finish them.
Hold on, Auntie. The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechka before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
Ah. Knew it.
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts. Please, take them.
Huh? What's happening?
Huh? What was that noise?
Nechka must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. Sorry, I'll go check on her first. Nechka, don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need anything.
You go ahead and take care of Nechka, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. There are a few things I want to tell you. Let's head back to the tribe first. There are some things I need to get from my workshop. Disassembling the central inscription? It's not going to be easy. You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something. The workshop is a little messy, so unfortunately, I won't be able to show you around.
But I want to have a look. A mess is what I like best. Nah.
Oh, yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's not the mess that's really the problem. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Books, files, and even ancient texts I got from the Masters of the Nightwind. Everything's piled up to the ceiling. You probably won't know where to step once you're inside. Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, I suppose it was my fault for being so focused on searching for information at the time that I forgot to lock the door.
So, she's a hoarder. Yeah?
After entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and then she turned around and knocked over a huge stack of forging blueprints.
I feel so sad for her.
She tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then, boom! The forging blueprints came crashing down right onto her head.
Oh god, she's a dangerous hoarder.
Oh
no! No, it did. That must have hurt. Was Kachina okay?
She's lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire set of the history of the Children of Echoes was about to bury her. I then dragged her up to the second floor. Ever since then, Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a step in whenever she comes to see me.
Are there really that many books inside? I thought a workshop was supposed to be full of tools.
Yeah, you're an artisan and craftswoman after all. We thought there would be weapons and armor hanging all over the place.
No, that'll be worse than books. I mean, we have sharp objects, blunt objects, hard tools. Yeah, if she would have went in there when there was a clutter of all these things and she accidentally knocked some over, she might have died.
But it seems more like a library than a workshop.
Well, my primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. Aside from the necessary craftsmanship, I also need to consult many ancient texts. You probably already know that each ancient name represents a certain spirit, behind which are countless related stories to support it. In other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of a certain spiritual will. And as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, I'm not only trying to give it a physical shape, but more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit contained within the name. And to do that, I have to collect as many related stories as possible and read through them all. But, as you might know, people tend to add a lot of extraneous details when it comes to stories about themselves. For stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered, I must gather other related stories and information as cross-references. This way, I can filter out all the absurd and exaggerated details and restore the person's life to its true nature. Only in true stories can you find the authentic spirit. And this is the only way for the spirit to become an ancient name that matches its essence.
We've heard about the concept behind ancient names before, but after hearing you explain the details, I can't help but think that ancient names are really powerful.
If only they could even be even more powerful.
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a blade or allow you to smash through an entire cliff in one punch.
One Punch Man? Saitama, you just got noticed.
It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation to generation. It doesn't have those kinds of physically tangible effects. Well, take your own names, for example. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person had already prepared a blessing for you. And that person then condensed this blessing into your name and gave it to you as a gift. It may feel like the moment you received your name is already in the past, but it will always stay with you and move with you in the future. Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. Well, that's what Auntie once told me. And with this blessing, people will become more confident as they walk into their future. To put it another way, it's like having a lamp in your hand as you walk through the darkness of night.
Oh, Paimon gets that. If you're alone when you're walking in the dark, it's easy to get scared and tired quickly. But if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And, well, you might still get tired, but it'll still be a whole lot better than walking alone. The Traveler always has Paimon by her side, though.
Aww.
So she'll never have to worry about that.
Aw, BFFs.
Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes, Traveler.
Please, you're always the one to get tired when you were on the road. And she's
Paimon's always flying. Of course it gets tiring. But we're getting off topic. We can talk about that later.
Try not to fall asleep on me next time. At least try not to eat so much.
Anyway, this is what Kalasoli told me when I was training as a name engraver. And to be honest, I've only understood 20% of what she said at most. I've never been able to figure out the rest.
But doesn't that mean you basically don't get it?
Well, that's not entirely true. Auntie and I have at least come to a consensus on the most important thing. You know, I am sick of talking. We can talk about all of this later. Please, wait a moment while I grab my things.
Alright, Ceylon opens the door and walks into her workshop. Some unsettling, crashing sounds come from the workshop, followed by some agonizing creaks and squeaks. Eventually, Ceylon rushes out the door with a box in her arms. She then turns around and kicks the door closed, shutting the sound of dusty books falling to the ground inside. What?
Did you hear a whole section of something collapse in there just now?
Paimon, quit peeping!
It's fine, it's fine. It was just a bunch of very old ancient name records. I've already made copies of them. I, kept this set of phlogiston wedges in the back, so it wasn't easy to take out. I had to resort to brute force. Come on, let's go disassemble the central inscription. It shouldn't take long.
Mala, mala, mala.
Here we are. This is the place.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw this inscription down the cliff?
We're disassembling it, not destroying it, Paimon.
I'm going to use phlogiston to make an engraving circle on the cliff wall. That will allow me to investigate the internals of the central inscription. Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still an apprentice last time I used it. Before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name with phlogiston, we always use this to draw out the engraving diagram on a cliff or open ground. Only after we've confirmed that phlogiston can flow properly through the internal engravings can we start formally working on the small internal engravings of the ancient name. If we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, we'll have to use this thing. I really don't want to engrave such a large diagram with my bare hands.
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on the inside without ruining Tlasoli's inscription?
For the most part. If it were just an ordinary unfinished ancient name piece, I'd just take it apart and pour phlogiston into the internal engravings to see everything. But since it's a central inscription, it would be better not to destroy the blessing that Auntie has prepared for Nechka.
So, Shilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names, or the other 80% you don't understand?
Oh my god, that is a great question, Paimon. Thank you for that one. There's an 80% chance that it's part of the 20%. Okay.
Oh, don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I share an understanding of the most important principle, which is names are intrinsically valuable. Only by having names can things be sorted and categorized. They allow the world to become more orderly and identifiable. For example, when I order ore, I would usually say I need volcanic crystals of about 35% purity and no more than 3% of impurities. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either. Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah, I despise those people who ask for specific things but doesn't have the right one to say it. You gotta know what you're trying to order. It's like ordering fucking coffee in a Starbucks with specific tastes that you need. And I don't like that. You know how I never worked at a Starbucks, but I know how when people have specific orders, you can't just say, "Can I just get a coffee with certain creamers?" Just like that. Or yeah, customized orders are real pain. Not for me.
Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow. Without names, the work would be impossible.
Makes sense. So you're talking about it from a technical perspective.
Yes, because forging ancient names is first and foremost a technical job. There's no debating that. As for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect your ability to perform your work, you'll gradually understand it as you put the process into practice.
You really care about efficiency above all else.
After all, creating an ancient name is quite the complicated process. Well, let me break it down even further. We're not in the tribe right now anyway. Essentially, by forging ancient names, I'm assigning nicknames to the heroes in Natlan's history. Giving someone a name is a subjective expression. You just need to express your hopes and wishes for them. But giving someone a nickname is a much more objective expression. To come up with a fitting and accurate nickname requires much thought and observation. If ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive enough, no one will remember them anyway. So the best I can do is gather all the information I could and try to come up with the most fitting nicknames possible. Even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as myself, such mistakes would be considered a major blunder.
Paimon, nicknames are your specialty. Yes, see? Your nicknames need more thought and observation, Paimon.
Paimon isn't trying to come up with a nickname for Shilonen. Besides, all of Paimon's nicknames have been very descriptive. Everyone can remember them.
Phew. Now I'm curious. Why don't you, come up with one for me?
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Are you serious?
Of course. This is also my line of work, you know. Go ahead.
A nickname? Shilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make names for others.
Don't ever stress, Paimon. You better make it a good one.
Smith?
Agent Smith.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. And quite fitting, too. I'll remember it. But, you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Maybe you'll come up with an even better nickname. Right, okay. Time to make like a smith and start smithing. Watch closely.
Oh, what the hell? Alright. Then connect the activated phlogiston wedges. I'm gonna take a break for a bit and be right back. Okay, I'm quite back from my break and you don't even see me. It looks like we're using the trial version of Celonen and we're gonna connect the phlogiston wedges, so.
Bring it!
Alright.
Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. Stop. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe.
Okay, I'm doing this slowly.
I'll leave some space here. And when the linked engravings are activated, the inscriptions here will overlap with each
Dude,
other.
look how I am just hanging out like this. It's freaking cool, right? And I'm just skating down like this and so. It's cool. Alright, where am I going?
There.
Got
That
it.
should complete the flow.
Ooh, that's really neat. Okay. Give it a moment. I'm giving it a moment.
Amazing, Xilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
Alright, the reason I'm just doing that because while I was completing that little challenge right there, my game crashed while during recording. Had to fix that, and as you can see already, the dialogue didn't run through, so that sucked for me. So, is that the power of the Children of Echoes?
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe. It's just the phlogiston adhesive I have on my shoes.
Well, no wonder. Like, we've seen her design that she has roller skates on her shoes. Therefore, I believe she could use phlogiston on her shoes, turning her shoes into roller skates. It's pretty awesome, ain't it?
But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. Huh. I should prepare a spare supply of phlogiston to bring with me next time.
Dude, gorgeous in the sunset or the sunrise?
More or less, yeah. I usually have at least the key equipment on hand.
I didn't get to read the dialogue, but who cares?
I can show them to you when we next find the time, but let's get to work first.
Yeah.
Let me see. Start with Anchor 1 and activate it with Density 3 phlogiston.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Super huge diagram just appeared!
Dude, is that how they do the graffiti on those damn cliffs and the mountainside? You're just using phlogiston? Now I know the secrets. That's cool.
Tlasoli's central inscription is even floating!
Whoa. After some time, the blast of phlogiston ceases, and the central inscription returns to Xilonen's hands.
So are you done checking the inscription, Xilonen? How does it look?
I didn't find any anomalies in the phlogiston engraving. All the adjustments are indeed based on ancient name engraving techniques.
So you're saying that everything's normal? So that means...
That means we can help Tlasoli and Machka now, right?
Well, probably, but I have good news and bad news. Oh, but I'm also just going to go ahead and share both, so it's not like you'll have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, illusion of choice.
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
Oh, damn it. Okay, understandable. Paimon's been through the war, and she's experienced enough trauma to even break a little fairy, and that's sad.
Well, even if you cover your ears, the issue will still continue to exist.
Good point.
But, you know, before we get to that, I want to ask the Traveler a question.
Why me?
What are your thoughts on absorbing memories?
It's necessary to save Nechka, but it somehow doesn't seem right. I mean, I don't know about absorbing memories. I mean, this is a tough choice. Well, I don't know. Don't make me Is this one of those I have to choose? I mean, sure, it's necessary to save Nechka, but it just doesn't seem right.
I knew you felt the same way, and that'll save me some initial explanation. I've never been very good at that anyway.
Yeah, because I know one thing about, if you're trying to steal memories from others to save a person by combining those memories of the person you're trying to save by stealing from others, I mean, sure, you might save them, but it's not going to be her. It's just going to be, I guess, a husk made from those memories.
It's hard to control the absorption of memories. Technically speaking, this type of inscription has the power to do far more than absorb memories related to a single person. By herself, Auntie can't handle that level and scope of work, but if she has accomplices, it is completely possible for her to use this inscription to accomplish far bigger things.
Accomplices? You make it sound like she's committing a crime!
I mean, maybe?
Well, here's the good news. Yes, this blaze gem inscription would be the perfect tool to commit crimes, but we haven't found any accomplices or signs that she intends to put it to such uses. From a purely objective standpoint, we can consider that possibility as yet to be confirmed for now. The bad news is, there's still an underlying problem with this blaze gem inscription that cannot be ignored. I believe I've mentioned this before. Ancient names operate with the help of the Wyab, granting them the power to read information kept in the ley lines. In this process, the Wyab actually function like relays, helping the ancient name bearer sense the information from within the ley lines. If you remove the Wyab from the process and don't use any tools, then finding a specific story is akin to trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rushing river.
So before you're even able to retrieve the sand, you would mostly likely drown.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone who attempts to do so will likely lose most of their cognitive function or become a babbling madman who talks to themselves all day long. Now, let's consider the memories that Auntie has gathered as the ley line, and Nechka as the only ancient name bearer of this ley line. There's no way Auntie would let Nechka plunge into the river of memories without any tools. She'd only be overwhelmed by the surge of memories. And considering that Nechka has forgotten all of her past, she'll be unable to work on her own to accurately find the correct past. Only Aunt Tlasoli can help her filter the correct memories of her past. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie is actually planning on turning herself into Nechka's Wyab to help her extract the corresponding memories in the different situations she may face.
The things mothers do for love of their children. Wow.
In an ideal world, this would be perfectly fine, as long as every extracted memory is correct. Nechka would essentially be getting her past back.
But it's not exactly like that, is there?
And I also believe that there won't be any mistakes in everything that Auntie remembers about Nechka. But Auntie is not a Wyab. Her body won't be able to handle the load for long.
Yeah, so at any moment she might just... I see. This is the problem that we cannot ignore. Here's the thing. The woman is old, and she's frail now. And the state of her now is most likely that she'll break. And it's gonna go wrong real fast.
But how can we solve this problem? No matter how we try, Tlasoli will...
She's already made up her mind. She's ready to pay the price.
Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. I've also made up my mind. Come on, let's go see Auntie.
Yeah, I wish my blessings would be good internet and never my games would crash or lag. But I'm not getting those blessings, is there? That is also the saddest thing I've ever said. Hi, Tlasloli. I may have misspelled the name. No.
Shilonen. It looks like you've made your decision. Am I right?
Yes, here's some research that I've done. You can reference it to modify the way the central inscription operates. I'll also help you continue working on the Blaze Gem inscriptions, but I must have complete control over all the inscriptions and the ability to oversee their uses. The memories that can be absorbed by the inscription will be limited solely to Nechka's past. We'll plan a set time frame together from which the memories can be drawn from shortly. If you attempt to extract any memories beyond this scope, then I'll consider that as committing a criminal act and halt all work related to the central inscription. After the memory bank is constructed, the Blaze Gem inscription's absorption functions must be stopped immediately. Only functionalities for outputting memories will be kept.
I accept. Thank you, Shilonen. I really...
Auntie, you know I can't stand it when you do this. If you needed my help, you should have just said so. There's no need to beat around the bush like you did.
Using technology for ancient names to forge other things without permission is no trivial matter.
Yes, it's a major departure from the technology's intended use, but it's nothing compared to a child who needs help, compared to a name that's about to be lost. But once this is all over, you must come with me to see Pakal and discuss everything that happened.
That's fine. I'm willing to accept any punishment for my little Nechka.
All right, let's clear off the table and come up with a plan. I need some time to consider how to let Nechka control the Blaze Gem inscription on her own and extract the memories from her past. By the way, did you give the book to Nechka?
How could I just hand her a birthday present that you specially brought for her? I've picked out a box and packaged it up. Wait till her birthday and then bring it to her. It'll be a nice surprise.
No, it's just an old book. There's no need to...
Oh, she got up again. Now I'm worried.
Oh, is Nechka up again? But what was all that noise? It sounded like something broke.
Oh no, did she fall? Maybe she knocked something over.
Uh-oh. What if something fell on her? We should check. Paimon will go have a look.
Okay, this is where things get down.
Nechka, don't hurt yourself.
Shilonen, is that you? You're Nechka?
Why is her face covered?
How many times have I told you? Don't get out of bed on your own. You were running a fever yesterday.
I'm scared. I don't see her face.
Hello, Nechka.
Thank you for the book. I've already read it several times.
Oh, you gave me a scare.
You've already read it? But didn't Tlasoli package up the book that Shilonen brought?
No. She's all mixed up. The one she read isn't from Shilonen. It's one I bought for her before. A few days ago, she told me she wanted a book. I know nothing about these kinds of books, so I had no choice but to go to the tribe and look for a copy. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it in her room once I got back. Soon after, she suddenly developed a fever. I was so busy taking care of her that I forgot about the book and even forgot that she had asked you for a gift.
Auntie, do you know which version of the book you bought?
Which version? The shopkeeper said it was the one with the perfect ending to the story. Apparently that's the only one you can find on the market now. Ugh. It's all my fault. You wasted your money and now it won't even be a surprise.
Oh, it's all right. It's just a book. As long as Nechka enjoys it, that's what matters.
Oh, right. Nechka probably doesn't know us. You're Paimon and Miss Traveler. Mom told me about you. Oh!
So she remembers.
Seems like everyone knows who we are now.
No need to introduce ourselves anymore. Hello, Nechka.
Yeah, Nechka seems to be doing pretty well today. Since she's been stuck indoors for the last few days, why don't we take her out for a walk?
Yeah, a little exercise does help. Let's check your temperature. Seems the fever's gone.
Take her for a walk. But considering her condition, I don't think she...
Oh, don't worry, Auntie. She'll be safe with the Traveler and me. We won't leave the tribe, and if anything comes up, we'll be sure to find the doctor immediately. Besides, it's her birthday in a few days, and we need to go to the tribe to buy some things. Let's give her a proper celebration. What do you think, Auntie?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before that I need more fresh air?
All right. As you wish. I also happen to have a few repaired Blaze Gem inscriptions that I need to get back to the tribe.
We can go together. Wait for a moment. I'll go get Nachka's water bottle and some towels. Some medicine. Oh, and a parasol.
That's a lot of things. Okay, she entered the room, quickly packing.
Talk about being prepared.
We can camp out with all that stuff.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Okay, let's go. Please be good now, Nachka. Don't cause any trouble for Shilonen and the others.
Oh, you can let me carry these. And don't be a stranger, Nachka. Feel free to tell us anything. And even I was quite a handful for Auntie when I was little.
Yeah! It's not often you get to go out to play, so just have fun. Everything will be fine.
If you don't stir up some trouble when you're little, then you'll never get the chance again.
Okay, thanks everyone. And please don't worry, Mom. I'll be good.
I hate the fact that something's gonna be wrong with the girl, with the child.
Let's go look for Ignal. I've had her Blaze Gem inscription for a while now, and I'll finally return it to her today.
Well, that was an interesting first part of the entire Tribal Chronicles, and I'm sorry that this took about 4 months to complete, or 3 months to complete, because it has been extremely busy, and I was doing other games, and I had to do the acts and try to complete probably Act 3 for me to get this done, you know, to unlock Shilonen, and hopefully try to get her, maybe, and try to go through the war, and, well, here I am now, just sitting here next to the Children of Echo's tribe home to see if I could get the inscription back from Ignal. But I'm going to call it here. I'll call it here, and I will do the rest probably in the next video, because I don't want to do 2-hour-long videos. Mostly, I try to challenge myself to try to have an hour, but as you can see, it's late for me, and I don't want to go anymore. So, I want to thank you all for watching this video, and if you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like or dislike, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel to support my channel, and if you're interested, and I will love you all for it. So, alright, and I will see you guys in a new video, so peace out, and have an awesome week.